How did you feel about the Liberal MP that said "f you" to one of his constituents? How did you feel about that? Yeah, the car's stopping here. You can't really walk right now. How did you feel about that? I hope you have a good day.
I think that's something you should never say to someone that you represent, or anyone really. It just comes down to a matter of respect.
William Diaz here for Rebel News, and today I am in the Soviet Union, Ottawa, Canada, to ask some MPs, conservative and liberal, about a recent controversy involving Instagram and a liberal MP that occurred just last week that mainstream media decided to almost totally ignore. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Adam Van Coverdeen is a liberal MP currently in place that recently went on social media, and one of his constituents challenged him on Instagram regarding his involvement in the enactment of COVID restrictions. She told him that it was unacceptable for the Liberal Party to still keep these mandates in place.
So will the parliamentary secretary to the Minister of Health give us a date on when he'll end the mandates, or will he tell me to F off like he did to one of his constituents?
Responded in an unacceptable way to a message on social media, and for that, I deeply regret it. I want to apologize to the person that I offended and anybody else that I let down. I realize that the past 2 years have been really difficult for a lot of people, but my conduct was unacceptable. We have an obligation to disagree while being disagreeable, and in that regard, I failed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So today I'm here to find out, do Liberal MPs currently stand in the Liberal Party proud of being in the same party as him, or do they want him to resign and want him gone? And what do citizens think of that situation? Because after all, we're the employer in that situation. Sir, what did you feel of being in the same party as someone that said "f you" to one of his constituents? Will he be fired by Justin Trudeau? Sir? Can you answer my question? How did you feel about being the same party as someone that said "f you" to one of his constituents? He should be fired by Trudeau, shouldn't he?
Resignation or an apology is not enough. He should be jailed. And I firmly believe he will be jailed. There are constitutional sheriffs that are going to hold court, and these people are going to be brought to justice.
I think that's something you should never say to someone that you represent, or anyone really. It just comes down to a matter of respect.
How did you feel about the Liberal MP that said "f you" to one of his constituents? How did you feel about that? Yeah, the car's stopping here. You can't really walk right now. How did you feel about that? I hope you have a good day. I'm asking you a question. The people deserve to know. How did you feel about the Liberal MP that said "f you" to one of his constituents? How did you feel about that? You won't answer? Yeah, just like a master. How did you feel about that? All right. Have a good day, sir. So, how did you feel about the fact that you're in the same party as someone that said "f you" to one of his constituents?
Well, I think he apologized for that.
Yeah, but he still did it.
He did it, but he apologized.
You can really see how out of touch Liberal MPs, Liberal politicians are with the whole population, especially concerning that issue. And it is so difficult for them to answer some simple questions that I ask regarding that and other issues as well. So yeah, but you can rest assured that I will continue to go in front of Parliament, and I will continue to ask them those tough questions. This will be William Diaz for Rebel News. When will the Liberal government finally start answering some of our questions? Well, we can't tell you, but one thing that we can assure you, one thing that we can tell you, in fact, is that we will continue to ask the tough questions. We'll continue to go in front of Parliament Hill, and we'll continue to challenge those Liberal MPs. If you want to help us do that, please go to rebelnews.com and donate as much as you can.